Sup guys, it's Joe here, and welcome to my F1 2016 career mode. This is season 3, this is round 12, we are at Hockenheim. So we did well in practice, but now we are jumping straight in to qualifying 1. And hoping that we can have another competitive race. Hungary was a bit of a shaky one, but we still managed to pull back 4th after a practice crash. But we're going to try it nevertheless and qualify better here than we did in Hungary, and we've so far got P3, which will get us comfortably in to Q2, and now we've got to try and get through to Q3. We're now again on the super soft tyres because the race start is going to be wet, so it doesn't really matter what tyres we take at this point, but I'm just trying to get a good consistent lap here before saving it all for Q3, and this looks like it's going to be what we need it to be, but Ericsson is just going to get straight in my way there, isn't he? Oh, that was too close. I wasn't going to back out of that one. And out of the last corner, where do we go? We're actually fastest, so there is a genuine chance we could take pole position here. So you know what? I am going to be fully going for it. I really feel like this could be where we take pole position. Right then, we are now beginning our final lap of Q3. So what can we do here? We need a really tight, clean lap to get us onto that pole position, which is what I'm trying for. We're going to sling it into the first corner. That was beautiful. Just a little kiss of the outside curbs. We've got an AI car that is in our way as we come down to the next corner. A little bit wide round there. That might cost us. What is our time at the first sector? We are up by 1/10 of a second, so we need to keep this momentum going. Going to the inside of this left-hander saves about 1/10 or 2. Now we're going to be hard on the brakes. We're going to go right round the outside of Bottas, who's not helping anything here. But that was as clean as we could have kept it. Right, now coming down to this little right kink. We take that beautifully. Now we're heading towards this left-hander as we begin to approach the stadium section. Now it's the long right. We pretty much nailed that. And again, kissing the curb on the outside. Now we head into the stadium section. I do apologise, I got a bit of a cough. And so far so good. We are very, very close so far. So we need to deliver a spectacular final sector to get us onto that pole position. And where is it going to be? We grabbed second then, so we're only 0.03 of a second off of the pole time. That was close. That was very close.
Who are Ricciardo, a Ferrari, and Max Verstappen.
So now we're on the grid. We are in P2. What can we do off the start? It's lights out and away we go. We've really got a bit of wheel spin there. That's not going to help us. Verstappen has moved up into second place, and we are down to third. It's a Red Bull 1-2 at the start. We've smashed the DRS board by going wide, and that has allowed the Red Bulls just a little bit of a gap for now. But can we claw back at them? There might be an opportunity here. Verstappen is looking very racy right behind Daniel Ricciardo. He might be tempted just to have a little bit of a look, and that might really help us out if he could just keep him distracted just for a moment so that we can go through. Verstappen dives up the inside. Is he going to take him? Ricciardo's gone out wide. We've made a bit of a mistake there. But yes, Ricciardo is now down to second. Verstappen takes the race lead. We're going to try and keep up with these two because, again, they're still looking a bit racy. We're going to make a very late braking manoeuvre here. And to be fair, we're lucky we didn't go into Max Verstappen. That could have ended very horribly for us. But we're now up into second. And we're now going to start putting pressure on Verstappen if we can. He's looking very fast in this wet opening section. But we've managed to catch him at this point. And now it's all about finding a way to pass him if we can. Constantly correcting in these conditions, it can be a nightmare, but we're on lap 3 now. We are right behind Verstappen. We're getting in his toe. We might be able to make a dive up the inside here, and you know what, the toe is excellent. We go round the outside and you know what, that is the move done before we even get to the corner. So now we are in P1. We are in that race lead. The critical place we need to be. But the track is now beginning to dry up. Will we be able to hold that kind of pace when the track gets that bit drier? Still leading. Verstappen is dropping back a little bit. And now the track is really starting to dry out. We're going to start thinking about when we need to pit in for the dry tyres. I can't imagine it's going to be that much longer. And now we're on lap 8. We're not far off the dry tyres at all. I'm staying out another lap. Oh, thanks, Jeff. Now you tell me I could have come in this lap. My teammates come in this lap. So, how many other drivers am I going to lose out to because I stayed out the extra lap? Cheers for that one, Jeff. Thank you. You know what? Round of applause for your late communication skills. Just wait for me to just get past the pit lane before telling me. Luckily, I don't think any of my other rivals have come in for tyres. But even so, nice one, Jeff. Verstappen, meanwhile, has got past me on the left. I'm trying to hold him around the inside. Does he back out of that one? Yes, he does. But the track clearly ready now for slicks. It is almost bone dry. So this is the lap then. I make my way into the pits. Verstappen follows me in, quite predictably. And Ricciardo has stayed out, I do believe. So that is a second lap on the dry tyres that I believe he has stayed out. So, on the intermediate tyres, I should say. So here's the thing. Why has he stayed out? Was that a team call or was that a personal call? I'm thinking that might be a team call to not double stack, but that's going to cost him a lot more time. So now we're racing Verstappen. I've gone completely wide at the stadium section. He's going to punish me for that, but he's a compromised exit. We're ducking down the inside of that left kink, and you know what? We got lucky. We didn't completely lose the place there. Oh, we've gone a bit wide. Now we complete lap 10. So much has happened in this race. We're already 10 laps in. Sebastian Vettel sets the fastest lap of the race so far then. He means business. He means to catch us and get in on this battle because at this point he is still within the championship hunt. Hamilton now sets the fastest lap. And that is going to be something that just keeps tumbling. Right, we now have Verstappen right in the DRS point. We are staying left. Is Verstappen going to make a move on the right? Yes, he is. So we're going to have to try and hang him out around the outside. We just about do that. He's made a little bit of contact with us. We probably didn't give him enough space there. But Verstappen backs out and now Vettel is having a look at him. But there isn't enough room to do that. Right, next lap. Is Verstappen going to have another look? We're looking behind us to see if he's going to have a go. I don't think he quite has the momentum to do it this lap, so for now we hold on to the lead. But this is quite an intense freeway scrap for the lead now. Vettel just hanging on. He wants a slice of this action as well. Verstappen now getting right within our slipstream. He's gone right into us, and that is going to be a huge crash. Verstappen is instantly removed from the race. We've lost our front wing, and without a shadow of doubt, the safety car has had to come out. Now, I don't know how you read that one, but I veered across to take the racing line. I wasn't sure that he was right there. I didn't know he was exactly right there because I can barely see in the right-hand mirror. So that's unfortunate for him. And he got completely wiped out in our incident. But, well. So we've obviously taken this opportunity to pit in for a set of tyres. And we are now down into 5th place behind Sergio Perez. Whew, that's a bit exciting, isn't it? Right, the safety car is now coming in, and we resume racing. I'm going to call the incident between me and Verstappen 50-50. I do think my path might have veered into his trajectory, but I do feel we should have backed out of that one. Right, up the inside of Perez. We are now in 4th place, and we're going to take a late dive up Hamilton here if we can. No, that would just be suicide. Right, Vettel leads, Alonso 2nd, Hamilton 3rd, we're in 4th. We're heading down the long straight now. Can I get into Hamilton's slipstream? It's getting very close at the front. I think Alonso is taking a look at Vettel. We're going to take a look at Hamilton here. We make a bit of late braking, and you know what? We've just bullied him out the way there. We're up into third place. Alonso's taken the lead off Vettel. Vettel's having a look back at him, though. Hamilton's got back past us. Vettel now right alongside with Alonso. Alonso backs out. We take another look at Hamilton, and we have taken the place. We are up into third now, and we are now racing Vettel and Alonso. So it's a reverse situation now, with Alonso being the meat in the Ferrari sandwich, and I need to get past him. But is Alonso going to take another look at Vettel? I don't think he is. We're now diving up the inside of Fernando Alonso. He's got the help of the soft tyres, with Vettel being on the mediums. And you know what? Alonso just backs out a little easier than Hamilton did. It is now a Ferrari 1-2 at the front, with Sebastian Vettel leading it. Can I catch him and get past? He has shown he's got quite a lot of pace in this race, but we are sticking to him now, and on lap 20, we are going to have a look at trying to get past him. We've just set the fastest lap of the race. Sebastian, Joe is faster than you. Gotta love the irony at this circuit. Up the inside, Vettel not making it easy, but eventually having to give up the position as he went a bit deep there, and we now resume the lead of the German Grand Prix. Bit of an eventful race, to say the least, isn't it? Right then, we're on lap 20, we are in the lead, Alonso is third, Vettel is now second. Can we hold on to this Ferrari 1-2? That'd be pretty good for the team if we could. We're running on rich mix now, going to try and burn off some excess fuel. We're making our final pit stop on lap 22 because Vettel pitted the lap before, and I decided to try and cover him here. Probably could have gone a bit longer and then gone on another set of the softs, but I wanted to cover the lead here. And you know what? We've done that because Vettel is tucked up behind Wehrlein and Hulkenberg. So that's helped us resume the effective race lead. Grosjean is now in third. He's having a beast of a race up there, isn't he? Doing extremely well for the Haas team. Meanwhile, we are now watching the battle between Ricciardo and Vettel. Vettel diving up the inside. And that's going to be the effective second place there. If he could just bully Ricciardo out the way of it. Ricciardo's not giving up easy though. But Vettel staying on the inside. And, well, that battle continues on to the next lap. They're side by side again. And Vettel just getting in front. Ricciardo again alongside. And Vettel, I think, is just going to have the inside for the right-hander. That gives him the place. But Ricciardo is not giving up. We start another lap. He's diving down the inside of the first corner. And he's just kind of... well, that's just pushed Vettel wide a bit there. He's ran him out of road. And he takes what is the effective second place. But meanwhile, it's all got a bit miserable for Grosjean. He now has a puncture on what I think is the rear tyre. Not entirely sure. And Gutierrez goes into him there. And that is the wheel off Grosjean. He's out of the race. That's very unfortunate. He was doing really well. He could have got a really good result here. We're now in the race lead. And we've got off. An unforced error by us. We've completely lost it. Can we get back on in front of Ricciardo? Yes, we do. We are very lucky to get away with that one. But that has now put the Red Bull right on my rear. A bit of an unforced error. Lap 32 with 3 to go. Ricciardo is all over me now. He's making a move up the inside. Can we hold him out around the outside? Ricciardo backs out. And we take the racing line. Oh, this is getting intense towards the end now. We are in the lead with Ricciardo second. Perez holding on to third there. And Ricciardo's now up the inside of us. We're on the last lap. What can we do? Can we get him back? We're going to take a swap down the inside as Ricciardo then dived to the outside to cover us, as he knew where that was going to end up. So we take the inside. We get a bit cheeky running him out of road there. But we've got the lead back with half a lap to go. So this is a race that has gone right up to the end. But I think now, as long as we don't make a major mistake in the stadium section, we have got this. So a bit of a reflection. We are in the lead. We had a bit of a crash earlier on with Max Verstappen, which was partially our fault, partially his. But we are now going to take the win after recovering as well as we could. The safety car kind of saving my bacon there, because I could then pit and take on a new front ring and resume just behind the leaders. We take the win here in Germany, but Ricciardo is coming at me on the pit straight. But we just hold on to the win. I'm not sure I deserve that race win, Jeff, after that incident with Verstappen, but we'll gloss over that.
Tell me, what was the key to this success?
The difference was clearly in the strategy. You could tell they'd done a lot of work on the pit wall to really optimise each stint and get the most out of the tyres. And it highlights just how much of a team sport this really is. But credit to the driver as well, though. There's no good having a well-oiled machine behind the scenes without a talented hand on the wheel, of course.
And as we can see, it's time for the
And Perez did hold on to that third place then. Well done, Checo.
Making its way to the top step. Fantastic win for Ferrari.
And I hold up that winner's trophy again. Really happy to have taken that win. It keeps my championship charge going. The momentum is back with me for this one. And we extend that gap again. We'll see what the gap is in a minute. But we have taken a great win here. Not entirely deserved, but we managed to fight back. Hamilton then grabbing 5th with Button 6th. Our teammate Vettel got 4th. And the top 10 is rounded out by Bottas, Alonso, Massa and Hulkenberg. Rosberg didn't quite make the points in his home race, which is unfortunate for him. And that championship gap does increase. We are now up to 39 points ahead. Well, thank you for watching this race. And until the next time, it is goodbye from me. Cheerio, guys.